Parents, if your child is struggling with ADHD, whether they're diagnosed or not, whether they're taking medications or not, you are not alone. In fact, well over 6 million kids in the United States are diagnosed with ADHD, meaning 10% of the pediatric population, which is just nuts, especially if you consider the millions more struggling with hyperactivity, impulsivity, and focus issues, but are not yet diagnosed. Diving deeper, 60% of those kids diagnosed are now taking a class 2 narcotic drug known as stimulants, which come with such nasty side effects and potential for addiction that they're heavily regulated by the DEA. ADHD is a serious and real condition, but drugs are not the only answer and option that you have. This video is for parents who want natural and drug-free solutions for their child struggling with ADHD so that they can either get them off those nasty stimulant medications or prevent them from getting on them at all and becoming dependent on them in the first place. And this video is for parents who do not want to change their child or their ADHD personality. You love their personality, you love their quirkiness, you love their drive, you love the way they get up and get after it. You don't want to change them, but instead you want to help them turn their ADHD into a superpower. We're going to dive deep into the science and neurology behind ADHD, what the real root causes are, so parents can help their child overcome ADHD without drugs and help them truly reach their full potential. With over 6 million kids diagnosed with ADHD in the United States and almost 4 million of them taking a stimulant medication, we're clearly facing a crisis of overstressed and out of balance kids unlike anything we've seen before. And what's crazy is traditional medicine does not have a test for ADHD. Instead, they continue to blame genetics and chemical imbalances for ADHD and other neurological disorders, but there's so much more to the science and story of ADHD than just those two factors. The number one thing we find in children struggling with ADHD is an overstressed and out of balance brain and central nervous system where the sympathetic fight or flight system is on overdrive while the parasympathetic brake pedal system is shut down or not working properly. And when that sympathetic or gas pedal side of the nervous system is stuck on, it fires too easily and too often, and that leads to the common symptoms of ADHD: hyperactivity, impulsivity, inability to focus, behavioral problems, sleep struggles, and so forth. Oftentimes, the nervous system gets stuck in sympathetic overdrive very early on in life. Since a child's brain is so plastic, so moldable early in life, those early experiences have a huge impact on how their nervous system is wired. If there was a stressful pregnancy, birth intervention that caused trauma to the brainstem, or other early struggles like colic, antibiotics, feeding difficulties, or other struggles, then their nervous system gets shifted to that sympathetic gas pedal side. The imbalance in the central nervous system then creates the chemical imbalance of neurotransmitters, which do exactly as their name states. They transmit messages for the nervous system. So actually, the chemical imbalance theory is accurate, it just isn't quite complete. It's not the real root of the issue. There's something causing the chemicals to be imbalanced, and that is an out of balance central nervous system, which is then creating a chemical imbalance. And as for the genetic portion, it has a tiny sliver to do with that, but we live in the most stressed out, most toxic environment ever, and it's affecting our kids earlier than ever. Therefore, if you want your child to get back to a state of balance, regulation, and focus, you've first got to get the central nervous system calmed down and balanced out. So if you've been told your child has a chemical imbalance and you don't want to treat it with chemicals, that's awesome. You want to get to the root cause, you want to restore balance and function to the nervous system, and you want to reactivate and wake up that brake pedal parasympathetic side of the nervous system, and that is exactly what neurologically focused chiropractic care does. In our office, we don't treat ADHD, we don't cure ADHD. That's not how chiropractic works. Medicine treats things. Medicine tries to shut down the symptoms. We are concerned with the cause, not the symptoms. In our office, we follow a specific protocol that focuses on the central nervous system. Our adjustments activate that parasympathetic, brake pedal, calming, concentration, regulating side of the nervous system. And depending on how challenged your child's nervous system is and how severe their challenges are and how long they've had them is going to determine the length of their care plan, as well as how frequent their care will be in order to get their brain and nervous system to calm down. The first step in finding out if your child has an imbalanced nervous system and gas pedal that is stuck on is to give our office a call and get a set of neurological stress tests, our ADHD tests called the Insight scans. You can learn all about these scans on our blog, on our website, and if you found this video helpful, please share it with another parent, ADHD Facebook groups, or anyone you know needs to hear this information. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.